Welcome back. This video is called Responsibility, and I want to tell you about one of my favorite analogies. It's about oranges. When you squeeze an orange, what comes out? What about if I squeeze the orange? What about if a car runs it over? What if you throw the orange against the wall? Then what comes out? It's always orange juice, right? And see, no matter what happens on the outside, whatever is already on the inside is what comes out. It doesn't matter if your mom yells at you, or you see a frightening story on the news, or your boss fires you. What comes out of you was already inside of you. And this is a really big lesson. This one is hard for many people to swallow. But if you've been keeping up with the breathing and the mindfulness techniques, you will be able to notice your responsibility here. You see, we are responsible for what comes out of us because we are the gatekeepers of what goes into us. The same goes for love. For all of your talents, your dreams, your passions, those are because of how you chose to experience. They aren't because of anything outside of you. All of the good that you are can be and will be because of your perspective, your attention, and your responsibility. So this brings me to my next play on words. We are all responsible for everything that happens in our lives, but responsibility, it isn't about blame or fault. It isn't about right or wrong either. Responsibility is just our responsibility, our ability to respond to things. If you and I took a vacation together, we could have an entirely different experience. We could do the same exact things, eat the same foods, and have the same schedules. But we could experience vacation completely differently based on the quality of our attention to the experience. If someone is yelling, and it has nothing to do with you, it's still your responsibility because you have the ability to respond. You could ask them to be quiet. You could think to yourself, gee, this guy is nuts. And you could carry that experience around with you. You could even pull out some popcorn and watch. Or you can decide to let it go altogether. That's a response. These are all responses. And in this, you're beginning to understand that your experience is in your hands. You can see how the more mindful you become, the more the choice to have a good experience or a bad experience becomes your reality. In the next section, I'm going to break down exactly how to make the right choice. If someone is yelling and it has nothing to do with you, it's still your responsibility because you have the